Hey, we are back playing the Neen Valley Supers scenario that we're doing. The what is it? The Ziggurats of Eternal Doom, where we are playing around with the Savage World rule set and learning as we go. So you will bear with us as we dig at the rules a little bit here and there. But it's a fun rule set. We've used it before for some Strange West stuff. We've used it for this, and we're sort of playing around with this rule set. And tonight we've also got Martin, who has stepped in. You guys saw Felix, who played aces and eights a couple of sessions ago, and Martin stepping in and playing aces and eights tonight. Um, Probably not a whole heck of a lot of chance to dig at that role playing as we go sort of into a big fight. If you guys remember last time, Danny, at the last minute, as the bad guys are trying to get away through their dimensional portal again after trying to steal one of those daggers, he manipulated space and time, and our team jumped through. Now, GM Fiat and the way things are working, the professor who they had gone to for information happens to be in the area and jumps through as well. So, sure enough, there are 4 superheroes here to face the problems that are upcoming.
Is that because the professor is a lunatic?
Doesn't matter who's playing him, he's a lunatic. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys across to the map. And hopefully I've set the map up properly so that things work well. And as you guys step out, you find yourself behind a massive rock that is thrust out of what looks like almost desert land. There's sand everywhere. For you, Danny, your initial step onto that sand, you're like, this sucks for walking, but you think, you know what? Once I get moving, this isn't going to be a problem because you'll just compact that thing and go. That's just the type of thing that would just probably pop into your mind. This is not going to slow you down just because you're running through sand. You can see, various piles of rock.
So yeah.
Yeah. And you can see there's obelisks that are out there. And let me see.
Those are the ones that look like solar panels, yeah?
Little black boxes. Yep, exactly. At least I think so. And then I probably have put, there's some, you guys see black lines running places?
Nope.
Or not?
Nope.
No. Good. Wonderful. That's as it should be.
I think we're supposed to, though.
One quick question: what time period is this? Is this kind of like
so
modern
this
day,
is modern
day? Okay, it's modern.
Absolutely modern. You were a professor at a university in California, where you taught night courses because, of course, you typically would spend a lot of the day curled up in your special bed of dirt.
Yep, hanging out with the
dirt. But it's not a requirement that it's daytime, nighttime. It's just something that seems to be more preferable for you. But as you step through, so the story so far, Martin, has been that these intrepid heroes have stumbled together because of some attempted robberies in this town, going after antique daggers. They have stopped all of these and have collected them. The wealthy businessman, Alexander Smith Johnson, who owns is it import export? I don't remember what your company does, Rob.
Human trafficking.
He does everything.
Anyway,
you name it, he does it.
Body organs.
You bring up a good point, Martin. For your sake and for the viewers, why don't we really quick, Alexander Smith Johnson? Why don't you talk quickly about your character.
Okay, yeah. So my character is very old, very, very, very old, but he looks very, 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 very young. And he's got a strange relationship in his house, his penthouse, whereby his uncle is actually his great, 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 great nephew. And because of the length of time, he's been very shrewd in business, which has basically got the empire that they've got. So we're basically funded, and this is all just a hobby. So yeah, very rich, very handsome, charismatic, and likes to use his swords.
Think a little bit of a Punisher type character.
Yeah, but without the guns.
But with the background that he described. May we go to the? Is that a raccoon or is that a red panda? I don't know.
Red panda.
A steampunk red panda. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about, Christine, your character, Helen Harper.
So I am playing Helen Harper. Helen is 32 years of age, and she is an archaeologist. She majored in plant life and biology, and she was working. Basically, she got the chance of chance in a million. An opportunity basically came up to travel to Egypt to study Renuntet, Egyptian goddess of agriculture. She couldn't resist. She went out there. But the team she was with basically became a bit desperate because they started to lose their
Hit.
to their funding or their rights to be there. Basically,
yes.
Oh crumbs! Hang on.
Their grants probably.
That's it. Their grants. That's the word I'm looking for. They started to lose the hierarchy in Cairo. Changed their mind. They were basically trying to pull their grants, and the team leader got a bit desperate and started digging maybe where he shouldn't have done. And things fell in, blew out, and basically her team was wiped out. And during that time, she was changed. She basically was taken over. She has become the servant of Renutet. And now she has become Vortex. She can control clouds and earth. She can fly. And she's pretty much out there to right the wrongs and save the world, save the planet. That's what she's here for.
Very good. Renutet. Need to remember that. And let us talk about Danny Drake, Pete.
Danny Drake, aka Warp. Yes, so 20 years old. He's a student at the university.
So young.
And he was in the physics department. He was monitoring an overnight experiment for one of the professors for a few extra credits. And some thieves broke in. Thieves, superpowered minions, or something along those lines. And basically, they spotting Danny, they shot the place up.
Oh.
And Danny was in front of the experimental machine when it blew up, which tore a hole in reality and sucked the entire building into an alternate dimension. And then exactly 1 solar year later, the building reappeared with Danny, but he had been changed by the experience, and now he can manipulate dimensional energies and time to some extent, so he can run super fast, and he can project unstable dimensional energies to attack with. You can also phase intangible.
Sound familiar?
Yeah.
So that goes well with your character, who we know from our past sessions, is a history professor who stumbled upon his relationship with old Wild Bill Hickok and was able to trace down the burial place. Was possessed by the spirit with a burning desire for justice. He's managed to control that burning desire and make it more of a generalized justice than going after like descendants of certain people, which he does have to fight from time to time. But he has the problem of being undead now at this point, and some of the problems he has with that we've discussed, about spending certain hours a day either resting in the grave of Wild Bill Hickok, or as he's discovered, he can take some of the dirt with him, and has done so as he's moved out to California with the teaching job he has now.
Definitely
With
sounds more practical.
yeah, you know it, with a simple slap at his hips to, and no laughing, Rob, to go for like a draw, he becomes aces and eights, or ace for short, and his skeletal figure prowls forward or flies and has his fiery guns that he blasts away at evil with. That is the team that you see before you, hiding behind this particular rock formation.
So,
So
what you're telling me, or what you're telling the audience, is Martin is playing a literal dirt bag baby.
I guess so.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's when you put your dirt in your bag and then you set off, baby.
Okay, fair enough. I'm getting a little bit of Fallout vibes. That's probably the closest parallel I've got to this character. I don't have a background in superheroes or comics, so I've got no idea of some of the references.
That's all good. Okay.
I'm thinking, I've watched the Fallout series recently, so that's kind of in my, kind of got something of that nature in my head. That might not be quite right, but it'll
Sort of
probably
like the ghoul.
Ghoul, yeah.
Yeah.
For tonight, it might work out. For
Absolutely, absolutely. That's actually not a bad character to project.
My other character is a bit more. I think my other character might struggle in this sort of environment, being more electronic and made of, it has wheels and things. Desert may not be so fond on the electronic.
That's interesting.
Electronic.
Very cool
creatures.
I think it's one thing we've discovered from previous episodes of playing this is movement powers are important.
Yes, yes. But it could have tank tracks like 25.
Absolutely.
I need to expand that character at some point.
To sort of move things forward a little bit, what I'm going to do is
Control the token.
There is a bong sound, super loud, that actually is louder than the chanting you hear from the numerous jaguar people that you see around the ziggurats. And you see that this particular obelisk has now suddenly lit up. And the person seeing that is, of course, is that Helen that's just peeking around the corner?
Probably.
N-
She's
Yep,
usually
it's Helen.
peeking around corners.
Yep, that's Helen. So Helen, you can see this and you can relay that back to the rest of the team if you so choose. So you can see that up here, this guy right here has, you can see where I'm pinging, has,
Yep.
yep, you see how
I see
it's
it.
lit up now compared to the rest.
I can indeed see how that's lit up. Yep. So I'll pass that. Along. There's a bigger ziggurat thing. Seems to be lit up. Is there a can I see there's a person on it or something? Did you say?
There's no one on it. No, but it is, if you look at, say, this one way up on the far side of the ziggurats,
Hang on.
it's just black, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Whereas this one now has a sort of sparkling effect running across its surface.
Okay. I'll relate this about this sparkling effect. They seem to be somehow or other they're powering them up.
So we destroy the things.
So I'm currently stood on the ground, sort of peering around the corner, am I?
Yes.
Has anybody basically gone up to have a look at the top of this big rock that we're hiding behind?
No.
No.
There's a big giant stone head on top of it.
Can we see that?
You can glance that. It's sort of sitting there. You think it doesn't see where you've come through because it's not responded. It's sort of turning, and when that bong goes off, it starts slowly rotating around like it's trying to figure out where something is. But it does not see you from its vantage point.
Ah,
So
You can see there's a smaller stone head. Actually, can you see? Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
yeah, I mean,
There are
that's
some
the
smaller
thing is
stone heads out.
there were smaller stone heads there.
Yep.
The big ones, are they the same size as we've encountered before, or is it the smaller stone heads we've encountered
The
before?
smaller stone heads are the ones you've encountered before.
Okay. So these are super large.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah. I say we try and take out their head.
Ooh.
That'll make a lot of noise though, won't it?
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna make a lot of noise. Let's face it, we can't exactly blend in with the crowd, can we?
Yeah.
This is not going to be some sort of sneaking in mission where we sort of work our way in and say, "Hey guys, what's going on here?"
I'm late, what did I miss?
Yeah, that's it. What I mean.
Wonderful.
The only question is what
And
we attack first.
Helen, do you see anything else that just happened?
well, we've got a yellow swirly thing now, haven't we, as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Something just happened. There's a shimmering in the air over there at the top
Yes.
of that ziggurat.
Okay, I don't like that. Right. Yeah.
So Dan's getting ready to go. He's getting ready to.
Danny's going. I mean,
Okay.
He is what he is.
So Danny, I think, is going to get ready to zip and show me sort of, you can show me where you go. I'd like to see, you sort of ping a couple of places, and I'll tell you a couple of things as we move forward. Where are you going to go?
Hang on, let me just check the range of this power. Just need to work that
Ooh.
out. Range attack 12. That's what, 12 squares?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12, 24, 48. So that would put it at medium range roughly from where I am now.
Okay, and medium range is, what does that take off? That takes off -2, is that right?
Yeah, but it's an area.
I think so.
So
Okay. For the medium range, I don't think it does. Now you say that, but I don't know for sure. Which thing are you bringing on? Are you
Ranged attack.
Oh, it's ranged attack. Is this
Yeah.
the area effect ranged
It's
attack?
the
Let
area,
me-
area effect, yeah.
Okay, and that's your medium size or
Medium
large
glass
size?
template, 8 yards diameter.
Medium.
So it should
Bump.
cover pretty much that obelisk.
I'm looking here. Bump. Bump.
8
Sorry.
yards diameter. So
1,
that'd
2,
be
3, 4.
each square is 3 yards.
1, 2, 3. Each square is no. Each square is 2 yards.
Okay,
So
it's
2,
4 by
4, 6,
4.
8, 4 by 4. So that is
Yeah.
the one I'm looking for. Thank you very much. And I will now go back to where we were.
So I mean, I don't think I can miss a stationary obelisk. I think is fair to say.
Nope. Where are you aiming for? The one that's lit up?
I'm aiming for the one that's lit up. So yeah, so Danny's gonna just scoot to the side so you can see it.
Okay.
So first action is he's going to go intangible.
And I think that you are able to move this. I may be wrong. Let me.
No. Oh,
Nope.
yeah.
Oh
Okay.
crap.
Sorry.
Okay, if you put it back where, well, don't worry about it. I'll fix it because for some reason it is not grouped when I moved it across, which is just amazing.
When I moved it, they did move together. So it's just that I think you had
Yes.
hold of one of them at the time. So let me just try moving it again.
For some reason that's on the bottom, and that needs to be at the top.
It moved
Go
and then
figure. There's the front,
Mm.
and then I move this here. Okay, they're together now.
yeah.
There we go.
But now you need
Okay.
Side by side.
Yeah.
That's
Put-
just amazing.
together.
Ungroup, bump. You know, I try so hard.
You do. It
You
looks
so
do.
funny.
You do.
It looks amazing.
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
yeah. You can say that now. So that's going to be a little off center, but I'm going to now group that stupid thing, and hopefully, I'm just going to grab it and go. Wow.
Hey.
I think we could probably center that a little bit better, or not, because of the way squares work. Okay.
Fair enough.
So
Okay, so
what I'd like you to do is just roll me the damage for that,
yep.
because I think it's an automatic hit.
So now, how do I do that? I go to there, don't I?
Yeah, I know.
old?
Nice.
What's that done?
Nice.
Is that the?
That's
damage?
the attack.
That's
So
the
roll
attack.
me the damage.
There we go.
I thought we had exploding dice.
You do.
Do.
Why isn't that a D6? The D6 hasn't exploded.
It has. You got a 9 on the
wasn't.
D6.
Yeah, the wild
Yeah.
die was 6 plus 3.
Oh,
Gotcha.
I haven't seen
So
it
go ahead
explode.
and- Yeah, so go ahead and do it.
Alright.
Well, it did it automatically. There we go. Here we go. So this is the damage. So our total is 11, and I think we go ahead and do this plus 2. So
Yep.
13 damage, and let me.
Yep.
I actually have to grab my pencil and write this down because
I have
it's
rate
old
of
school.
fire as well.
Okay,
So that means I get 2 attacks
wonderful.
per action.
So just roll me the damage again. You don't even have to go to the. There we go.
damage.
Oh, come on. Where's the 6?
Mhm.
No explosions.
I know.
So, but I'm still going to give you 14.
Is it taking
So
damage?
27 total. Yeah, you can tell that it's taken damage of some sort. You haven't completely destroyed it in one fell swoop,
I'm
but
gonna do that again then.
okay. Well, actually, how many actions do you have?
I get 3 actions per round.
Go for it.
Yeah, he's an action hog.
I am.
He's an action hog.
He is.
Oh, there's a 6.
There was one.
1 6.
Yeah, there you go.
Explosion.
Hey.
Woohoo!
So
Explosion.
that's ranged attack. So
20.
Yep.
So we'll
ah,
do 20 here. So 47. Okay.
Should roll. What happened there?
And you're doing it again. Oh, you guys don't mess with the cards yet.
Sorry, I
We're
know.
getting there.
Okay.
Oh, that
there we
was ridiculous.
go. Yeah.
13. So 15. So wow.
Only
Okay.
1 6 out of all those
5,
dice.
2,
La, 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 la.
6. I stand at 62 that you've done. Is that correct?
Yep.
I think so. All right.
And then my
So that
third
very good. Yep.
Danny's
Let's see it.
intangible, and
Mm,
he's going to phase into this rock here.
very good. Okay. Danny's in the rock.
Because
And
basically
then
he's just dumped a whole load of explosive firepower on these things, and then he's gone, see ya.
that's phenomenal.
left
So
left
what
the
I'm-
rest of them hanging.
I love it. So what
'Cause
I'm going to do is go ahead. What you were saying?
He's a trigger happy coward. He's Danny.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then I'm going to deal cards. How many cards do you guys? I'm going to give one card out to everybody.
I have.
You get extra.
I got level-headed and improved level-headed, so I get 3 cards.
Let me get.
Now he's a
So
card hog too.
you get. So you get 3. Is that right?
Yep.
Deal. And then I'm going to deal to the next person. How many do you get? I think you get. Are you just one, Helen?
More than likely.
I think it's the same for everybody else. It's taking me a second to do this because this is not absolutely as easy as it looks. Deal. Select
That's
some
what she said.
options. Come on. Actually, you know what? Because you guys are all doing one, I could do multiple. Alexander. 1, enter. Deal. But then I need to, really quickly, if you don't mind, I need to deal for others. I need to figure that out really quick. Deal. Okay, cancel. I know. So you guys can look at your cards if you so choose. So I need to got to change the size of the screen so I can
I have to.
Woo.
So
do the things I need to
drag
do.
those onto the screen, don't we? I believe.
I think you can touch it
Yeah.
or you click on it or let's see here.
What?
Oh, I see.
Okay,
Cancel.
I don't know what it means, but I've got a card.
There we go.
Okay, just a minute here.
Going to me your little
Oh. We may be relearning this as we go.
your cloudbursty thing that you've done there has moved off the obelisk.
Yeah,
Spotted
I
off.
tried to move it off because it's an instantaneous effect. It doesn't last. But
Right click a token.
it only moved the
Okay.
background thing, not the swirly.
Well, you
thing.
got a king.
Right click.
I did.
Add a turn.
No, Martin.
Okay. Okay, I see. I'm needing to add turns for
Got-
some
got
of
a
the.
queen.
I should have done this ahead of time, so I apologize.
Don't apologize. It's
and-
fine.
Here we go. Add a turn. Bump. Right click.
Who got the queen?
Add a turn. Bump. Add a turn. So I've got stoneheads, speedy jaguars, earth control jaguars, giant stoneheads, speedy earth. And let me just grab one of these guys and use them to add a turn for regular Jaguar folk. And then I need to. So, let me see if I can how I deal this deal. So 3 for the earth control. Did I do that? That would be too freaking easy. Okay. Deal. Okay. So I'm just gonna have to do it this way for right now. That's gonna be a my card suit. So that's a 9. Okay. How do I do that? Okay, guys, I have completely forgotten how I was doing this. And how it worked every other time nicely before. So I am going to, for 2 seconds here, think and go, how did I do this? There's 5 of those. Okay, I need to add turns for you guys too. Yeah. Think I'm adding you in here. You know what? I had this set up. I cleared it because I thought it was gonna mess things up. Okay. So I've got all of you on here. And then I need to how do I do that? I'm sorry. Okay. Let me see now when I deal what it does for options. Okay, I know you guys have got your cars and you're looking at them. I'm just trying to figure out how I move this. I think, no. There's a way to do this. Shuffle. You guys remember how we did this at all? No.
Nope.
It was
Ain't got a
way,
clue,
way.
mate.
It was
Can't
way
remember you
freaking easy.
used the turn tracker last time.
I want to say I tried to a card suit. Okay. Okay, that doesn't do me anything. Okay, because it doesn't show it on the character. Oh.
I mean, you could just assign numbers based on.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be supposed to just go. Of course, that'd be way, way, way too easy.
I think last time you got them all up and then you put the manual numbers in.
Did I really?
Yeah.
So let's just try this. Helen, what was yours?
3 of something or others. 3 of
Diamonds.
heart, is it?
3
Diamonds. Diamonds, hearts, can't read. I can't see it. It's too small.
3 of diamonds. Okay. I did that just to see what happens. What'd you do, Alexander?
I got 6 of hearts.
6 of hearts. And what'd you get, Martin?
Queen of spades.
Wow. Queen of spades. Danny?
Get that gone.
King of hearts.
Wow.
Because he is the king of all our hearts.
Yeah.
And then what I'll do is I will sort of pull cards here. And okay. Stonehead gets the Joker.
Mhm.
You get
Yeah,
Benny.
you're telling me.
You get a Benny.
Yeah.
The Speedy Jaguars get 6 clubs.
Oh,
6
God's
clubs. The Hurricane Control Jaguar guys get.
I bet you
4
have
diamonds.
to actually click on the icon. So for us, we click on our icon and then we turn the card over, and then it will come up in the turn order.
Sorry, can you come through here for a second, please?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you said what? Click on the like this guy right here,
Really sorry.
and then do what?
Then turn the card.
Oh, just put somewhere else on there.
Do anything.
By clicking on, click on the character sheet.
4
Try clicking on that.
diamonds.
Right click.
10 of clubs.
Okay.
10
How the fuck do I
clubs.
get rid of it? Blake,
I can't remember how I got rid of it.
screen.
What is it? Is it on is it the thing with your bennies and the card on it?
Yeah.
Click
the
on your
card's not on
bennies
it, though.
token. Click on the bennies
No.
token above your name.
Click on.
So I've done this completely wrong. I just don't know
No,
how.
because the card's not on there. There, yeah. Click on the pennies.
All right, let's do this.
Thank you. Bloody thing.
That's quite all right.
So this doesn't do it correctly. So I'm actually having to fudge this, which is terrible, but it's okay.
On your card. That didn't do it.
Yeah, this is definitely not working as advertised. And I do know that I worked this last time, which is really frustrating. But that's okay.
That's all right. For the viewers at home.
But does the
For the viewers at home, you can see the frustration.
This is why,
you can
for
see that
Savage Worlds, we
there's-
shouldn't go up against 48,000 people.
It builds character.
Builds
4 diamonds.
Build character for who?
Arch
For the
will
GM?
clubs.
I don't know about builds character. It
Okay.
fills my underpants with brown stuff.
All right. So before we get completely started, let's take a 2-second break to hit the restroom and recharge our glasses, because here we go. This is going to be the epic fight of the ages.
Epic
All right.
The fight
very
of the
quick pauses for it.
ages. One.
Hey, we're back and about to start the fight. We've drawn cards, and we know that the stone heads have drawn the Joker and can go first. So we're going to take a quick look and see what the stone heads that are out there are going to do. I personally am grabbing the stone heads character sheet, taking a real quick look to see how fast they can go, because these guys can fly. I'm going over here, and they go 30 squares. So ignore the dice, because those just pop up. These little guys can go 30 squares. So I'm going to draw a line. 10 squares. 19. 31, 30. 30 squares. So right in, where do we say that was? That's right about, bump. Okay. 30 squares is right there. So I'm going to bring, bring him down. And if you see some fudging because of what I'm doing, that's because trying to make them go exactly where I want is harder than it looks. So right about there. I think I had him right there in the dunes. And then I'm going to measure again from this guy. Go 30. So he's going to be close to this one. So I'm putting him roughly in here. And let's see. Do I have any other stone heads to throw at you? The answer appears to be no. No more stone heads, which is so sad.
So sad.
These stone heads also do other things. So let me see what they do with their other action besides just move. And I'm going to take a quick look because I think they shoot something horrific.
Oh, goody.
They have a ranged attack. Now, I'm going to do this really quick. There we go. Their ranged attack. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. I just want to see. F8. Here we go. Energy bolts from the eyes. They attack with spirit. -2. They get +2 armor piercing. It is they can do a cone versus a line at will. All right. So we've got some energy bolts. And instead of putting the lines down just to do so, what I'm going to say is, if you guys can delete those cards off there if you want, because we've got them written down at this point. I'm going to say that this guy right here, who, if I click here, I'll ping close to him. He is going to shoot at the closest person to him.
Oh, yeah.
Which is not phased into a rock.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine that.
Yeah.
And so let us.
Can't imagine that at all.
So he's doing I apologize once again because I didn't say I wanted. Oh, that's right. Here we go. I wanted to move down his little character sheet onto the other so I can see it a little bit better, because some of us, even with glasses, are starting to struggle in their old age. Right. Yeah, oh, yeah, I hear you. So the energy bolts, we said, they attack with spirit. All right. So I make a spirit roll, attacking you. Boom. No, I'm not.
Fly roll.
Boom. No. There we go. Here's my spirit roll. And I'll take a quick look and
not
see
too great,
exactly
is
what
it?
it rolled. Not great at all. It misses you as you're dodging away. And do you have any special skills for dodging effects that are ranged attacks at you?
I
You've got
don't
speed,
know.
haven't
It's
you?
a long time.
You've got speed.
I know.
Which is, a minus to ranged attacks.
All right.
What?
There's
If
an
she's
attack
moving, I think.
penalty on. Have you got
On
speed
moving.
power?
I
no,
can't hear you
flight.
very well. Sorry, Pete. What you say
Okay,
again?
so flight as a power
Yes.
gives a minus penalty to
Yeah.
attacks.
Attacks penalty -4 for all melee and ranged attacks.
There you go.
Ignore this if confined. So if I'm confined, I can ignore it.
Yeah.
But I'm not confined. the penalties stack with all other attack penalties, except those from speed to the maximum of -10.
Okay. So it's minus how much for, well, if you were moving. So we can assume, let me assume
doesn't
that
No, I'm
you're
guessing
gonna,
it's your ability to dodge.
Yeah.
Because you have speed and flight.
okay, fair enough.
Because it only does say if you're confined, you have to ignore it. So in other words, if you were tied to a chair or
I'll go
stuck
with
in a
that.
prison cell,
What it says
That
is
does not hurt
ignore the
my feelings.
penalty- Sorry, it says ignore the penalty if the character isn't moving or is confined to a small space. But there's no reason for you not to move. You would dodge.
Okay, here
Yeah.
comes the next spirit attack. And that is an 8, which is a success with a raise, but against, what's the subtraction I'm doing here for her movement?
I'll let Pete explain it.
Minus, just give me the minus and I'll
I got -4
subtract.
written on my character sheet.
All right. So -4, so that is a hit. And with no raises, well, actually, I have to do damage, don't I? And
So
I need. Go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry, is it not against my spirit?
No, it's not against your spirit. It would be simply whether or not you, in shooting, it is whether or not you can dodge it and that type of thing, which you've already done a bit with your.
Is it not against? So you guess.
Check and see. Check and see. I don't. So I think that if you take a look at ranged attack, you're going to see that that's.
Because you've got parry, you've got
So do range. Take a look at range attack and see what it goes against. And I think that that's not going to be. Come here. I'm in the wrong spot.
Shooting skill.
Yeah.
Target number to hit something at short range is 4.
Yeah, that's right. The only subtractions on this are the ranges.
Yeah. Firing.
And by the way,
increases the penalties.
Let me.
Yeah, so they get a
let me do it
-4,
real quick.
which makes it a 4, which is enough. Well, depending on.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off -4 for range and then -4 for her speed. So I think this is a miss.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
And you don't get to dodge a gunshot. It's all just based on distance and cover. And that's why cover is important in this game.
With the gunshot, though, your parry comes into effect. So as long as the attack is above the parry,
nope,
it hits.
Nope. Parry is only for a melee. So ranged attacks. Okay. Yep. Range attacks are strictly, you can't do anything against someone shooting a gun at you besides having cover and the range that they're shooting at. I think you can take a look at that and see, Pete, but I'm pretty dang sure that's exactly
it. It says basically that, it doesn't say
melee. You're very quiet, Pete. Am I quiet as well?
No, you're coming through loud.
You're never quiet. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rubbish.
Yeah, so for melee attacks, the target number is equal to the opponent's parry score.
Yes.
But for ranged attacks, it's a flat 4.
It's a flat 4, and cover gets really important.
Yep.
Danny's got some freaking great cover.
Danny has. Getting through the attack and drew them to us. Yeah.
It's like a 100-ton boulder. That's good. That's what you would call total cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting a slap when I see him next, if I'm alive still.
What happens if the boulder falls over, though? Does that give you a bit of a headache?
Catch me.
So What I'm going to say is this this guy can't hit you. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you could see that. I was measuring.
Yep.
I did see. No, I
yeah.
saw. Yep.
Okay.
I
So
saw.
you're
Yeah.
co-
So
basically,
I,
you're
I,
covered.
I, yeah. I think you're covered. So that takes us through the stone head to Warp, who has moved into the rock and has hidden himself away.
Yes.
What is
Sneaky little
Warp
bugger.
going to do?
Okay, so
He's going to stop being a chicken shit and get out here and start thumping things.
So yeah, Warp is going to come out of cover, and he's going to.
Is he substantial? Does he go substantial?
No. So the power allows you to basically phase.
Yep.
Hang on, where are we? Let me get the description up.
Your purple circle's
Absolutely.
moved.
So you basically pop in and out of being
Here we are.
substantial.
Phasing. An intangible character can make an attack, then become intangible again. Opponents who want
Yes.
to attack a phaser can go on hold and successfully interrupt to attack if they wish. But other than that, I'm intangible. But
Perfect.
intangibility only affects melee attacks anyway. It doesn't help against
It doesn't
energy
really.
attacks. No.
Energy attacks. Got
Yeah.
it. But like bullets and arrows and things like that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very
energy
good.
Power times affect a character normally. So yeah. No, I'm
And
really only using the phasing to get cover. So yeah, so I'm
Martin.
going to try
Yeah.
and
Yep.
attack those two together.
Okay, so Martin, notice what he's doing with his phasing, because you can do the same thing. So you're hitting those together. So once again, it's an area effect. These guys are not dodgers. So let's roll for success.
Okay. Hang on. So I just need
to beat that
to
4.
forget the attack roll. I'm just doing that so I can
Well,
get
I've
to the
done it.
damage dice. Right.
Let's go.
Come on.
Roll your damage dice, and we'll basically do the same damage for each
Ooh,
one,
there we go.
just to
2 6
Nice.
speed up the time. 23.
24.
Wow.
27.
27.
27. So how many raises is that above 4? I think that is
1,
a
2.
shocking number of raises above 4.
No, there's only 2 raises.
Oh, wait. They've got
the dice
a
exploded twice on that 23.
okay. So they've got a toughness of 18.
Okay.
So subtract 18 from 23. So you have
I've got
5.
bonus damage.
5.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've got bonus damage there.
So it's
Yep,
27.
you can add that.
So it's 9.
27.
27, 9. So
9.
what is that? Two raises?
Yeah.
So okay,
Shaken. on the
perfect.
wound- On 2 wounds.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is shaken. Wait. So the hit itself makes it shaken, and then you're 2 above.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do then is, let me see if they have how many wounds they've got, because these guys have a couple. Okay, so these guys actually have, believe it or not, multiple wounds that they can take, and you have given them 2. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are shaken.
Okay.
All
I'm
right,
gonna hit him
very
again.
good. Which means all they can do is that. Yeah, go for it.
That's one.
21.
One explosion.
21,
So
18,
that's
19, 20, 21. That's a miss. No.
That's damage. That's just
Wait a
the
second.
damage roll.
So, that's a damage roll.
Yeah.
Okay, because you've already hit. Okay, got it. Fair enough.
Well, because I can't miss, it's an area attack.
Gotcha. So, you said it was 21, and against their 18 toughness.
Yeah. So 3.
So that's 3
18.
difference.
3.
Yeah.
So it is. But it is another wound because even though it would just
Yeah,
be a
shaken.
shaken, it's another wound.
Yep.
They still have one more wound.
Okay.
They have 4 wounds.
Okay, so second action.
Very good.
Hitting him again.
Ka-dow. Whoa, there's a 6 who wanted.
Yep,
And
22 points
look
of
at
damage.
that.
So that'll be 4.
22, 4. So
Should
that's
be enough
once
to-
again, that's another
Yep.
wound. That's enough, guys.
Yep.
These 2 crumble into dust.
Okay. So my so rate of fire 2. So second action, second attack.
Just a second. Trying to get a hold of this guy that's underneath here. And I'm going to go boom, boom, layer. Okay, go ahead. So you move that down with that guy. Wonderful.
I'm attacking that guy with my second action, second attack. Why is that not?
So I'm going to
Oh, there
make
we
you
go.
make a roll.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
There we go. Look at that. Wow.
So that's 36. So
36
that's
point damage.
18. A raise of 18 on the.
36.
Oh,
18 over there is toughness.
Yeah, I think
Which
that's
is
3.
Divided by 4.
Yep.
Divided by 4 is 4 raises.
okay. So that's it.
Yeah.
You have crushed them.
Yep.
Layer.
Okay.
Boom.
So
That's
that
right
was
about here.
that one. So that's my second. That's 2 actions done.
Mm.
I have 1 action left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning around to the big guy.
Wang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
yeah.
I for some reason I clicked damage twice, so that the next damage
Is 25?
27.
7.
Which is
All right.
9,
Well, let
which
me-
will
What
give you
his
2
toughness
raises.
is.
Just a minute. Let me bring up the character sheet for
Oh,
a very
yeah.
different stone head. And I need to take a quick
Oh,
look at him.
I thought you just sneezed when you were placing him and he just got a little bit bigger.
His toughness is 22.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's 1 raise.
So
Okay.
it's
So
5
he
over.
is
One
got he's shaken and has a wound. That's not a bad thing.
No.
And so I'll do that shaken and wound. Boom.
And final attack.
Okay.
25.
25 out of 22. So
Which
that's another wound.
is- Yeah.
1 wound, yeah.
So
I bet
that's
he's got
perfect.
6 wounds.
Yeah.
And
No, but definitely a problem set for you guys to deal with. Let me
And
find
Danny,
him again. There's
scoots into cover again.
as he should. Very good. Very,
So
very
at least
good.
the thing's shaken, so
It
you
is. It's
can't
going to have
attack
to
until
try
you
and.
remove the shaken condition.
Mhm. That's not a bad move. All right. So, who is next? It is going to be our Queen of Spades.
I don't have access to the token though.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. We still haven't done that correctly, have we? That's a GM absolute failure, and I'm scooting the map around so I can see him.
Well, I think I kind of threw a spider in the works, so it's kind of my fault.
This represents this guy.
There you go. The names appeared now,
And
so that's cool.
let's see if you can move him now.
Yep.
Okay. So your movement is not the same as everybody else's unless you're flying. And remember, you can move 90 squares if you are flying. And that's a, if you activate the power for that, that's your movement. You're doing that. Okay.
How do I know how many actions and things I've got? Because I can't see that anywhere.
Unless otherwise stated, you only have one action. You can do more than one action, but you take a penalty on each.
Okay, I
And what
don't.
else?
I don't. I get two gun kid, which means I don't get the multi-action penalty on the second shot. Apparently.
So what I'm asked? Yeah, exactly. So you could take a second shot and not
Yeah.
take the -2. But what I'm going to take a quick do is, and in fact, everybody, if you actually, if I were even halfway smart, I think Aces and Eights is open for all of you.
Mm.
We're going to scroll down, and I think actually let me open the silly lock because then you can read all the stuff. I want to say that you have extra actions as one of your either your powers or so you've got super range, intangibility,
Ambidextrous, superpowers, ambidextrous, quick.
Armor piercing, which could be useful.
Yep, absolutely will be. Parry
I
dodge.
didn't see anything on extra
Range
things.
Ranged attack.
Yeah.
Low light, melee, decay.
Double range of shooting attack. Ranged attack. There we go. Tangibility regeneration.
Okay. I thought there was, and I know we're all looking at the same time, and so it's doing weird things.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at the edges and advantages, or the hindrances and all that. The Lion Grave, Secret Identity, Death Wish.
Yeah, I've had a look at
Which,
most
by the
of
way, yeah, and superpowers, ambidextrous, quick.
these. Yes, that means I get to pick a new card if if it's less than a 5, I think.
Okay, that's important. For when we do that, agility, blah blah blah, increase shooting, yep, strength, grow that.
I would suggest actually.
Okay, so I'm not seeing. For some reason, I thought he had an extra action,
Well,
but
doesn't get a penalty on the double shot, which possibly maybe what it's from. But I mean, if that's what I want to do, I want to try and shoot the giant head twice.
Very good, because basically you can keep doing extra actions above what your character sheet says.
Yeah.
At penalty.
Yeah. Oh, I also get the free action for regeneration as well. So I guess that's the third one.
Yep. Which is a free action, and sadly, you're not wounded yet, so you don't.
Not yet. Give it a minute.
All right.
Death Wish was quite interesting.
So
out in a blaze of glory.
You can move, do actions, and then as long as you haven't moved your full movement, you can basically split your movement up with actions.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. So if you want to, I think you need to rise in the air to be able to shoot this guy because of the angle.
Yeah, it looks like a long way out, doesn't it? Yep, that's fine.
All right. So we'll say that you're 60-some feet in the air or so, because we don't have a lot of ways of showing this.
Yeah.
And you can take your shots. Go for it.
I'm going to go over this side of this bluff and then try and
do it.
Drop back down a little bit after the shots.
Yeah.
So what do I do to attack?
It should be off your ranged attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to do anything different for the armor piercing one? Or is that just a benefit? 'Cause there's 2 buttons.
It's just a benefit. And by the way, that's important in a minute, and I'll explain. So go ahead and take your shot. What?
That doesn't look right.
You are not unskilled. That doesn't make any sense.
There might be some numbers missing off this.
Why does it say it's a roll to unshake?
Yeah.
Oh, what in the world? So let me take a look at Aces and Eights really quick, as I do. And I'm looking at, so you clicked on ranged attack, is that correct?
Yes, the one with the crossed swords, yeah.
Why did it not do what it was supposed to do? I'm clicking it just so you guys know. And then I'm going to take a quick look again and see what I'm seeing.
It says you're shaken.
Thanks.
Mm.
That's not at all what's supposed to happen. Okay. Okay.
But yes,
Let
it
me
also says
find out.
unskilled as well, which again, like you say, doesn't make a lot of sense.
Nope. And God bless the what's going on here.
I did.
I'm
I
gonna,
did check. I did tick the. I did press the shaken button, so I've on. That looks like it's got rid of that. However that appeared.
okay. Let me go down. Powers. This range,
I've got
intangibility,
no weapons attack.
ranged attack. So if I click on, what does that do?
That's why. So ranged attack. If you see it's opened up underneath, you've got the sort of the yellow bit.
Yeah.
It has button behavior, attack and damage, trait unskilled.
Oh yes, there it is.
Whoa, that's
Right
not right.
trait there.
And I think your trait is, I want to say it's spirit.
Mm.
Let's click that,
And
let me look at your character sheet really quick.
and your damage should be set differently as well, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think all of them are set to unskilled actually. All of these.
So I think it is agility that we had made for your shooting.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
most
I'm going to
certainly is.
roll back down, ranged attack.
Is it?
Is
Agility
Why don't you have any?
why is agility not on there?
It's under damage. It's not under trait. It's under the damage section.
Okay, so okay, so put let's just put spirit, and then you said damage. You put
Agility was already in the damage box.
okay. So let's see what happens now that this is done. If you were to roll that.
Give it a go.
Oh yeah. So you got normally you would be shooting, not athletics for damage.
Shooting and not
Yeah.
athletics.
It says here,
Okay.
ranged attack. The hero decides which trait her attack uses when it's purchased. Typically, athletics for thrown weapons, focus for energy blasts, shooting for
Okay.
devices, spellcasting for magic.
Okay.
Can't see shooting
So-
under there. It's
So
not
let's
listed.
take a look at that, because this, once again, we went off spirit. It was a little bit weird. So
Yeah,
we'll go
shooting isn't
back.
in here. Damage is NA, strength, agility, smart, spirit, or vigor.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the character sheet.
Yeah, hang on, mine's
So-
locked up. There you go. You've got
So
shooting
everybody,
listed. You've got shooting listed. So
Have I?
So-
yeah,
But can we put that in?
no, it's
Okay.
already in there. It's
Where?
in one of your talented
Skills?
skill sets.
That's exactly what you need to do. And this is ridiculous, but where you see shooting, if you click on that in your skills,
Where's
that's
that?
going to be,
Oh, I see
it's
it. Yeah,
so it's a D12.
plus 0. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. And so that'll be your to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll probably roll down to your power to determine the damage. But I don't. Let's find this out. So go ahead and click that for shooting, and we'll see what that says. Yegads, Alexander Smith Johnson.
Yeah, sorry, I think
Okay.
I've just given you my life story like
Ah,
Christine did earlier.
Well, I've rolled the same number on every dice every time. 1 1. Oh no, you rolled
Nice.
0 0, then 3 3, and 4 4.
So is there a way in your character sheet to roll the damage for your power? So if I were to go to your aces and eights,
You
Race
should
Roll
really
attack,
go
down.
to the
damage,
weapon.
So under
agility
damage,
plus
you
3.
have-
Yeah.
you
it's
have
not the
NA
weapon,
for
it's the power.
It's just NA and then the number of D6.
How did this work? Did Felix do this at all? I mean, swear to God.
So I think
We were
that should
doing
be NA, and how many points? You've got 6 points in it, so that would be 3d6. So that should be. You should now be able to do. That should now roll damage.
Did you knock it out?
Yes. So,
Okay, so let's see what happens. So roll
when
your
you
damage
attack,
just for
what you
jollies.
do is you click the button at the top, next to the words ranged attack. Wow, what happened? Everything got minimized.
Yeah, a 5 and a 7 for the damage. But that's against
Okay.
spirit, not
So that
not
was the
agility.
attack. No, that was
Sorry,
Oh, I don't know.
that's the
Oh,
attack.
then there's roll damage. Let's see.
Yeah, but
So
the
the-
attack was
so
dropped
the-
from the D6 because it should have been shooting.
attack
a
was-
D12.
Yeah, we got to fix that too.
Ranged attack,
So-
ranged attack doesn't have shooting listed as an option. It's
I know it's
Yeah.
weird because it is specifically listed.
God
You know,
bless.
it's specifically in the rule book. It says
Yeah.
shoot for devices.
I don't know enough about it to
No.
to say what's
we're
right and
just-
not wrong yet.
I would say
Yeah,
click
it's
on ranged attack for the attack.
Yeah.
And then just do 3d6, and then click on
that's
change the power listing to just say damage only.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be
and
the way to
click
do
on
it.
that for
okay.
damage.
Do that. Can you do that?
Damage only, 3d6. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. And then your attack is set to your shooting. Correct.
And roll.
All right.
Is this a one? Is
Now-
this a d12 plus 0? Is that what it should be?
Yep.
Okay. I'll try
So
that.
go ahead. Let's do your shooting.
He's playing with his. He's playing with. He's just.
No.
He's basically done a field strip of the weapon and gone right. It's not. It's just. We put it back together again. These
Okay.
bullets going this way.
So did you roll the 11? Is that right? That's
I don't know if I
no,
don't.
that's damage. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's
We'll
try
start
the shoot.
over.
Let's try shooting again.
Start over. Whoop whoop.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. You hit. Absolutely hit. And because of the
Oh, it exploded. Yeah, 12 plus 9. Yeah.
so per raise, I think you get a bonus to damage.
Okay.
And I don't know that immediately. I'm going to lean on my friends to deal with that. So go ahead and roll your damage. And if you guys can take a quick look at what happens when you beat the hit. So the damage, wow, 21 plus 1. The only problem is, and take a look and see what happens when they beat the attack greatly. But I'm going to take a quick look at this this monster who we're fighting.
Yeah. If your
And-
hero gets a raise on his attack roll, regardless of how many raises, he adds plus 1d6 to the final total.
Okay, so if you want to click on the side over here where there's the 20-sided dice against the far left side of the screen, and give us a d6, we will add that to your 22.
1.
23. Okay. Now I'm bringing up the bad guy.
Just a question: is that what the bonus damage on the damage roll is?
No.
Shouldn't be.
Armor piercing ignores a weapon value with an AP of 4, ignores 4 points of armor. I don't know what the armor piercing on this is, actually.
Okay, so give me a second here. Crap. Why am I? Come here. It's sad that I do so much better with. Okay, so what happens is his toughness is 22, but his armor is 8. So all the numbers that are so what's your armor resist? Your armor piercing?
I'm trying to work out where that is.
So I think you said it was like 4
Well, that was in the
armor
book.
piercing. Okay.
That's the example what was in the book. I don't know. I don't think it's set. I'm not sure if it's been set.
Okay.
There's a section for armor piercing, but it just says 2d6 plus 0. So I'm not sure if I'm not sure if. But they all say that.
Mm.
Is that an edge?
So
Or is that a power?
I thought there was something to your armor piercing in your character sheet.
Yeah, it's just a skill,
Um,
but it doesn't. I mean, I don't know what happens. If I roll.
What does it say? Don't roll it.
It doesn't say anything. It says ranged attack armor piercing 2d6 plus 0, like everything else. There's no other details on it. There's no. It says damage only.
Okay.
2d6. There's no like page reference or anything like that.
It just says it's armor piercing.
Yeah. But it should say.
Okay.
It says
No,
a weapon
no.
should have a.
So basically, his 22 goes down to 14. Right? -8.
Or his armor, yeah.
It shouldn't be all the armor. It should only be a portion of it. But I don't know how that's set.
The way yours is spoken, I think it beats armor.
Just all armor. Okay.
So 14, and you rolled what?
21, 22.
22, 14. Is it right? Okay. Give me the math, guys. I can't do it all in my head. 22, 14.
22 from 14.
46.
So 2 raises.
Okay. So, wow, 2 raises. Okay. So we're looking at you guys have taken down that creature. Very nice.
Armor piercing, very useful.
And very useful. I can't get the circle exactly on where it was, but that's okay. You guys have crushed the initial attack towards you. Okay. Who is next in our list? I think it's the giant stoneheads. And by the way, you just killed the giant stonehead.
Well,
What?
Well, one of them.
What?
Well, yeah, you know, there's
one right the way over the other side.
that one is pretty dang big, and it's going to start slinging its way around. And I think it's going to get about in this area. And at this point, though, is when, oh crap, GM bump. Layer token. There we go. Is where you realize that there's one that's over here, sort of behind you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
And it's going to start moving across in its special way, hovering, flying across. And it is going to, as I look at its character sheet really quick, I apologize. Once again, I didn't have it. Open. Open sesame. Open.
It looks like it might be 1 power point for 2 armor points. So you'd have to put in.
I don't know how much you put in.
I don't know how many I don't know how many I've got. I don't think I've got any.
So yeah, for every power point you put into armor piercing gives you 2 points of armor piercing.
Yes.
So it knocks off 2 points
Yep.
of armor.
So, it
So I'm
wouldn't
not
be the
quite sure
whole
what you
lot.
put in it.
I don't know how do I tell how many I've got?
You might have the
Say,
number, or you might not. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the giant stone head, and I'm trying to take a look at what it's going to do. And I think it's going to come here. Stupid thing. It has one basic attack, and that is its ranged attack, which is its bolt from its eyes. And this bolt is, I mean, it's pretty effective. So let us take a quick look at something here. Okay. I'm going to give that medium range just because I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm going to come here. Where's my ranged attack? Will it do it that way? I just click this. Let's see what it does. I got something covering. My measure thing is now covering everything over here, and I can't see what it says. Okay. Does that just looks like damage to me? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's got a reroll damage underneath it.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do it this way. We're gonna attack with spirit. Which is what it should be. And that's fascinating. Because how can you roll a 0 when I've got a 2? Everything's minus. Oh, what? Wounds -2?
You're shaking, I think, by the look of it.
Oh, that's not. Oh, it's because that's the other one that's shaken. Oh no.
You mean the dead
Okay.
one?
Yeah, the dead
Yeah,
one.
yeah, absolutely. So that's exactly what's going on there. Let me take care of that. And instead of, hey, that's a terrible roll. Let's take the terrible roll because that's not fair to re-roll. I think there's a 4 roll, which is, that's a hit. Is that right? Or is there, no, with the movement and everything else, that's not a hit, right? Anyone?
So, who are you attacking?
Oh, it's Christine again. Because she's in the direct line for the attack.
Mm-hmm. Me again.
Absolutely.
Feeling
So,
picked on here.
so it was a 4. I think her speed brought it down to whatever. No. That's right. Because it's a hit, right? Or did speed take it down? Speed takes it down, and so does cover. So her speed takes it down for a miss. Is that correct, Pete? I think that's correct.
yeah, -4. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's a miss. A big bolt comes out of the eyes of this thing as it's moving across and skims through your space as you lurch to the side. It has missed you. Let me find our turn order. The giant stone heads are done. Alexander Smith Johnson, who's been waiting patiently for his chance to go.
Okay, so how far away is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 squares from the thing. So how many is that? That's 34 yards, right?
Okay.
Are we saying
Okay.
that's 34 yards?
You've convinced me with your magic math.
Well, we said 1 inch, which is 1 square, is 2 yards.
2
isn't it?
yards.
So
Yep.
if it's 17 squares to get to the center of the head, then that will be 34
34, yeah.
yards.
Okay. Very good.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my own form of phasing. I'm going to jump up. So I'm going to jump up, and then I'm going to angle myself in such a way that I come down on top of the center of the head.
Nice.
Very good.
Okay.
So, understanding your jump is the same speed as your movement, is that right?
No, the jump is done in that action. So, right, okay. So your pace is reset by the distance that you can jump.
Okay.
That's what I'm taking from him. Okay. So it the leap doesn't add to the character's walking or running pace. Use the highest movement value instead. So if she can leap horizontally, then she's better off walking if she has a pace of 6. So
go for it.
Okay.
Jump across there with great speed.
So, well, what I want to do is I want to basically take off and go up the full half a mile, and then come back down on the top of the things. And because of the fact that I'm not restricted, I don't take any falling damage. And death from above. As long as he's not restricted from leaping, the character's wild attacks cause +4 damage instead of the +2.
Okay. So you leap up in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, describe this. This is awesome. I won't do it for you.
So,
come on, Alexander.
So Alexander basically goes to crouch down a little bit, and then he looks to where Vortex is, and he sees that she's kind of out of the way, and then he basically just uses the robotic legs that the nanos have put around him, and he basically leaps up into the air, and it's literally like it sounds like a gun's just gone off, which is coincidental because literally a few moments ago, old Bill Hickok decided to set off his guns. So timed quite nicely with that, and yeah, he basically goes, and as he goes up, he goes, whee!
Very good.
And then he gets to the top of the arc, and he kind of flips round, and he's fiddling with his swords and all the rest of it, and he just thinks, sod it, and he basically just comes down and lands, boomf, straight on top of the stone head's head, with such an impact that the stone head will definitely have a headache.
Very good. Move your token to where it is, and let us start rolling.
I'm
just thinking, you've probably got cover from this thing's eyes as well, because it can't see the top of its head, can it?
No.
Absolutely.
I mean, of course, it might be able to flip over and just go crunch on the ground. I mean,
wow.
So be it.
So that's
thank you, Pete, for the idea.
I think that's yeah. So what's the wild attack? Wild attack.
It's I'm gonna have you look it up.
So it's a melee attack would be against the thing's parry, wouldn't it?
Yep,
Mm.
it would. And let's take a quick look at
So,
the thing's
fighting then.
parry.
Typically, yes.
Ooh. Oh.
Ooh, that's
So that's the
So you're
attack.
fighting.
yeah.
Okay, and I just tried to bring up the stone head, and I have brought up a blank screen. Oh no. My stone head character sheet is not where I need it to be. I love what you've done with the fighting. I'm gonna say that's a hit, but we need to decide what that does. Come on, Stonehead. Oh, I
And
can't
then
even bring up.
damage would
Okay, I'm
be the strength. Okay, so
okay,
what was
guys.
the last one's toughness?
I have to refresh roll 20
Go on.
because everything has stopped.
Huh.
So I apologize, and I am bringing up roll 20. Come on, come to
Alright.
Papa, come to Papa. Don't screw up. God bless roll 20. We love you so much because it's an awesome system. However, as I scroll through this, okay. So I see where you're at. I don't see your okay, I see your roll. And now let's see if I can pull up the stupid things character sheet to see what happened. The giant stone head, this is against his parry. Is that correct? Which I think is a bit disingenuous because it's more about its toughness and armor than it is parry, but it is for the attack. Its parry is only a 4.
Okay, so which case? So you got 26.
Okay. And that does something to help your damage.
So 26 into 4s is what?
I need to have the calculator up
4,
all the
8,
time.
12,
5,
16.
6 and a bit, 6.5.
So 6. So that's 6 raises.
Okay. So
Okay.
take a
but-
look and see what that
Where
does.
did 26 come from?
Well, I got the. You always get the wild dice.
No,
Well,
you don't add the wild dice to it.
You don't get right. It for your attack. If you get a single rollover, you get an additional d6. But it doesn't matter how many rollovers you get. You don't get any more than 1d6 extra damage for the attack roll.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
So
roll your damage roll, and add another d6 to it.
yep, there you go. So roll your damage because you have hit this guy, and let's see what happens as far as we add a d6.
But I should get a wild dice as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is where the 5s come from.
Well, that's
Because
that's
that's the
the hit.
1d6.
no,
That's to
that's not
hit,
the
yes.
damage, that's the hit. You don't get a wild dice to hit.
That's the
Yes,
hit.
you do.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because you still
Yeah.
only get 1d6 bonus damage.
Yeah, it's not about the damage though. It's about the raises to see how many wounds he would take.
Well, that's
Yeah,
on the damage
there
roll.
is.
That's not
Yep.
your to hit roll.
Yep, but
Its own
there
own
is
slice of
there
damage.
is
There is
an
something for melee,
addition.
isn't there? Against his
So
parry.
if you look at the amount of damage caused, there is the number of raises does something to it. It gives you points, and I'm
Not that I
not
can
there.
see. Bonus damage.
I'm assuming the bonus damage can
Hand
also
weapons
crit.
cause damage. Hand weapons cause damage equal to the attacker's strength plus a second die, which depends on the weapon. Bonus damage. Well-placed attacks are more likely to hit vital areas and so do more damage. If your hero gets a
Hmm.
raise on his attack roll, regardless of how many raises, he adds 1d6 to the final total. Bonus dice can also ace.
So that's a melee one, yeah?
So 1d6 total.
Okay, that's fine. So that's on the damage. Right, now also assuming that the extra 1d6 damage is also susceptible to exploding.
It can explode, yeah.
Yeah, right. So I don't know what this group crit check is. Okay, because because
what you're seeing.
everybody else's, the stone heads had bonus damage, and I've got a D12 and a group / crit check for my damage for strength.
I have no idea what that is.
No, so I am assuming that's the bonus.
Not a damage roll, that's an attack roll.
No, that's a strength. I'm doing bare melee. I'm not using a weapon. I'm using my feet. So my damage would be based on my strength roll.
Just D12.
Which is a D12.
Yes.
So in which case, I'm assuming the group / crit check is the bonus damage. I don't know.
It's a D6. If it's a D6, you can use it for that. Why not?
Well,
why not? Let's do that. Just for speed of time and everything else, go for it.
Well, no. So fine. Everybody else gets bonus damage. I won't. So that's 7.
Why?
Plus the 6.
No, you get...
I don't think I'm explaining myself very well. If you scroll up to, the giant stone head made an attack, and he's done his damage of 11. Then he's got bonus damage of 4. The same with aces and eights. Did a 21 with a bonus damage of 1. But because I'm not using a weapon, it's coming out with this group crit check, which I don't know what that is. So I'm not getting any bonus damage.
Weird.
Apart from the extra dice, because I had more than one. I had one explosion on my attack dice. Okay.
So do you want to roll the extra
I have
bonus damage then?
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, there it is.
Can we use the group / crit check as the bonus damage, or what do you want me to do?
It's 1d6, is that right?
Yeah, the bonus damage is 1d6. And this was 1d6.
Rolled a d6 and got a 6 and rolled over, so you got an additional 4.
Right. So I've got 10 from the extra d6. That's for the extra d6. So what I'm saying is, can you, as a GM, take the 7 and the 5 together? Because the 5 is the same, in my opinion, as the bonus damage from the NPC's rolls and everybody else's for their damage.
So at this point in the game, I'm so damn confused. I have no idea. However, I would say that so we're arguing between 4 points or so. Is that right?
It's basically 5.
5 points. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at this point I'm giddily happy to give you 5 points. So let's do this.
So 17 and then plus the 5 is 22.
22. Okay. The giant
and
stone
then
head.
plus the 4 for landing on it as well, because he takes plus 4.
Okay.
So 22. So that's
22.
26 against his toughness.
Toughness of 22. Okay. So you've done how much above 22?
I've matched it. So if his toughness is 22, I've done exactly 22.
Which is shaken.
Yep. So he is shaken. Very good. That actually puts him in a really bad position where as far as dealing with you guys. So I'm going to mark this guy down, and if there are any other big heads that come this way, we have to remember that ignore that. He is shaken. That was a fear check. Very good. And you are physically perched on top of this thing.
Yeah. Now, technically, that's my movement. So, do I now get an attack? No, that is my attack.
Yep,
Go on,
I think
I'm done.
so.
I'm done.
I think the 4 points of your landing was its own thing, and
Yeah.
then the other was the attack. Yeah, that's cool.
I'm all done.
I like it. I like it. I like it, Rob. And you have
And I'm on top of his head,
landed
but I
on
can't
top
put
of it.
my token in the middle of the big dude's token, so I've just set it to one side.
Oh, you can't. Okay,
No,
fair enough.
I can't. It's bigger than me.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. So
are you not gonna?
at this point, the Speedy Jaguars are going to move.
Oh, goody.
June.
Oh, goody, goody.
Ah! I've farted up the there we go. Come here. Shoom. Because they are almost as fast, not quite as fast, as someone we call Pietro in another game.
Yeah.
And instead, okay, that's actually the only two that are here at the moment. So zing, they rush down towards you, and you're still on the ground. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I haven't had a go yet.
I'm
going to be dead before I get to have a go.
It's a freaking awesome game. We've been playing for hours. You haven't had a single go.
I haven't had a single go, and every fucking character is me.
Because everybody else goes and hides or flies away.
And stands behind me.
That
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Those guys are pretty much jerks. You just want to think of it that way. So I'm going to grab this and pull it down here so I can see it, and it's not. Come on.
We know that Helen is a tough, independent woman who can look after herself. It's respect. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It is. It's respect.
Yeah.
Come here.
That's what it is.
We know Helen
Jump.
doesn't need to stand behind a man or need a man to protect her. No,
dang straight. So these jaguars appear to have taken on the powers of Danny. So if you remember how each time you met these creatures, certain things have been added because they've seen how you've acted.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think, is the first time you're dealing with speedy jaguars.
No, we had speedies last time.
You did.
Had those in the
Okay.
museum.
So it's not the first time you did some in the museum. Okay, good. So you're not shocked.
Nope.
As they rush towards you at great speed with uncanny reflexes and everything else, but they are still only attacking you with claws and teeth. Okay.
Okie dokie.
So the go ahead.
Yeah, they still get the -4 to attack rolls.
Because of her speed.
Yep, and obviously it'll be going to be against a parry.
A parry. Yeah, it is. What is your parry?
Oh, 6.
Okay. I just clicked claw. Let's see if it does what it's supposed to do. Yep, it does. Egads. It keeps rolling slowly. So 4, yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah.
You boy. So above the hit does extra something. Every raise. Why can't I find
They get
this?
a bonus damage dice because they were a raise above.
It's not a bonus. It's like plus something to their overall damage. Take a look at that and see if you can see that, because it's plus something to their damage. And then I will roll there's their attack, D10 wild dice, but their bite is come on. Roll damage. There we go. Did it show up anywhere
Yeah, yeah.
when the damage rolled?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't show up on my screen.
Didn't it? I got it.
No. Really weird.
18 damage plus 2 bonus damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I saw that as the hit.
So there's
No, the
attack
hit's
Is that-
18 and 4.
multiplied by 4. then you've got
18 and
the attack
4.
claw, 18 bonus
18
damage.
and 2.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the parry? I'm sorry, what was the parry?
Oh, toughness. No, you need toughness.
Toughness. That's right. That's right. What's your toughness, Christine?
I've got 8 and then I've got 2 in bracket. I don't know what that means.
Armor.
Well, that's freaking mighty fine.
I read that bit earlier.
I mean, seriously, these guys can't penetrate armor. So this attack strikes at you. These claws are banging at you and everything else. And your armor is all that makes the difference on this one, even with your speed and flight, everything else. And you knock this guy out of the way. Now, sadly, he is going to attack again. And I'm going to go to the Speedy Jaguar, and I'm going to hurry up and get down to his melee attack. Boom. Boom. And I think this is much less of a problem for you. Well, yep, 5-5. No, that is not going to get you at all. And then the other Jaguar is going to do the same attempt. And let us take a quick look. I'm having to move amongst multiple screens, so I apologize that. As these speedy Jaguars are working on our favorite hero. Come here. Come here. Speed. Melee attack claw. Boom. And I don't see that yet because I've got multiple screens to fart around with. What happened?
That was a 9 and a 2.
A 9 and a 2. Okay, so I think we've got a hit. But let's roll our damage. No. What's the penalty for our speed?
-4.
-4. Okay. 10, 6. Okay. I think we've got a hit with no raises. I clicked roll damage and nothing happened. There we
Okay.
go.
So, ooh, God.
Holy crap. Son of a gun.
2 rollovers of a D10.
What the? Okay. So, what is your toughness?
8 with a 2 in brackets.
8. It's okay.
Mhm.
So they don't have armor piercing. So it's a full 8. So let us do the stupid math. So 31 minus 8 divided by 4. So bunches of raises. So here's the deal. We're looking at 5 raises. Do you wish to spend any of your bennies to go after stuff? To soak some damage? Because it looks to me like you've got bunches of damage.
Yeah, if that's what we do, then yeah, that's what I'll do.
I think that's what you do. And I'm asking Pete on soak, if you can look at that. I think we are at a point where we're going to do your soak and see what happens. Soak, I think you make a vigor roll. Is that right? And
okay,
every
rolling
raise.
or applying wounds, a character may spend a Benny to make a soak roll. This is a vigor
Mhm.
check. With
Vigor.
each success and raise, reducing the number of wounds suffered from that attack by 1.
Okay.
Character soaks
So
all the wounds.
You can take the shaken too. All right.
Yeah.
So you've taken 4 wounds. So let's see this soak roll. Come on, knock it out.
So this is a vigor. So I tap on
Vigor.
vigor, yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Come on, explode. Whew. Okay. Well, ye gads.
And that used
I'm
up a. Did that say you used up a Benny or
Benny.
something?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
So we've had success in one. Is that one? Okay. So she is down to you, boy. 3 damage.
So can you do multiple Bennies if you've got more than one?
Not in one
No.
shot.
You'd have to
Okay.
do the rest next turn.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take a quick look and see what this is going to cause. I have a sneaking hunch this is going to put Helen in a really, really bad situation. As I bring up, wow. There we go. I'm trying to bring up Vortex. And you have wounds of 3. So you are now at full wounds. And let's look at what that does, Pete.
Wounds. Wild cards can take 3 wounds and still function.
Yep. She is just taking 3.
Incapacitated then.
Is she incapacitated at 3?
I don't know. It doesn't actually say.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
So,
no, wild cards can take 3 wounds and still function. Further damage doesn't cause additional wounds but incapacitates instead. So you need to take 4 wounds to become incapacitated.
You have taken 3 freaking wounds from the speedy jaguars before you've ever had your own turn.
Oh dear.
So the jaguar folk go next, and then followed by the earth control, followed by Vortex. I think at this point at 9:50, let us pause here. Sadly, prior to Vortex being able to do all the awesome things she can do, and understand that we're in the middle of a monstrous fight, and you hear. Let me do this really quick. Boom, bump. You hear a bong again, big gong sound.
Wow, it's not even been one round yet.
Yeah, I know. Well, okay. You know what? That's fair. I'm not going to do that. I was doing that for strictly for excitement in the game.
Oh, I'm
But-
excited.
Yeah.
But let us. It hasn't been one round. You are absolutely correct. That's going to be a couple of rounds before the next one goes off. And but let us pause here. And it is obviously ridiculously hard to fight a giant army, but at the same time, that's what your characters are doing.
No,
And-
no. Take that back. Take that back. We are not fighting. I am fighting a ginormous army. This lot are fucking hiding in a bloody rock.
I'm not. I fought ahead.
I took out,
Oh, I
took
love
out
it! I
three
love
gi-
it! I love it! I
took
love it!
out
I love
three
it!
giant heads. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
I love it!
Before
I
I
love it!
hid
I
in the
love it!
rock. But I took out 3 giant heads, then hid in the rock.
So let me before I mess this up. Let me move that back to the GM layer. Is that right? Did that hide the
No,
extra thing?
no.
Ah,
there.
boo. Okay. Well, I will take care of the other light and not charge that against you. Understand that we've got to do some healing and everything else in the next rounds, and God knows when we're getting to play this next.
Mm.
But I will let you know when all those lights go across. It's going to open the door for something really, really bad.
That's kind of my assumption, yeah.
Okay. All right. I love
mean,
you guys.
I don't think it's I don't think it's counting down to a fireworks display.
Yeah. He's going to be playing Katy Perry or something.
It's like, it's like the
Yeah.
what's it, the New Year's Eve ball dropping.
Yeah. Very
Just
good.
a big happy
Yay.
party. Just a big party.
Yeah. So anyway, I knew this was going to be ridiculously hard, but I didn't realize quite how hard it would be. But we'll get there from here. Thank you guys for the night, and I'd like to, if when we pause off here, chat for just 2 seconds about a separate Call of Cthulhu event. I'm pulling up my calendar. All right, Rob, let's kill it.
Okay. Good night, all.